What are you supposed to do if somebody says something really, really mean or horrible on social media about you? This is a really difficult place to be in, and I think every single one of us have been there where someone says something mean or horrible, and you're mortified that it doesn't even have to be an enemy, it can be a friend saying something just bad. The interesting thing about any type of texting or posting something online is that you take away the face-to-face time. Most people that say stuff on these kind of sites or texting usually can't say it in person, or they wouldn't say it in person. They actually hide behind the idea that it is distant. And remember, that somebody that does that, once they send it, they feel as though it goes into an area, a gray area, that it won't come back to them. So, what to do about it? Well, there's really two ways you can go about it. One is you can be really mad and try to defend yourself and go at them in some other way. Or two, you can kind of see the truth about that person that's writing it and let it die and go away. You know, every second there's going to be something else that comes up in somebody else's head. So when someone reads something about you, if it's true or untrue, it will only stay in their head for a day or two, and then something new is going to occupy them. So I would say the best thing to do is to just let it die. If you go back and forth with someone, what you're basically doing is acknowledging what they've said. You are giving them space and time. And it's maybe space and time that would be better used on something else. Again, I know this is difficult because your instinct is to automatically defend and say, absolutely, that's not true, or why are you saying that, or I can't believe that you said that, you told me you wouldn't say anything. But once you go into a debate with that person, now all of a sudden something that was just one line for 1 second, and whoever read it, now has turned into this big, big deal. It's the same with texting. If someone texts you something pretty horrible and you enter a debate with that person, remember that you have given them time and space. You've acknowledged what they've said. And so now they are into a conversation that they wanted, they picked it, and you're brought into it. And I know that you might be saying, well, yeah, but that's not fair, that's not right, they shouldn't be able to do that kind of stuff. It's true, people shouldn't. But we live in a world with the internet and with phones and everything else that people can pretty much say and do what they want. The goal is for us to be strong enough as people that we can really kind of see the truth about the person that's writing that and hopefully let it go. Now, if you're in a small town or if you're in a small school, you're going to say, wow, that's going to get around. Or if you're at a college and you're like, oh, everybody's going to say something about that. I really believe that if you let it die, if you let it go in and you let it go out and it passes by, then very few people will have contact with it and it will die a lot faster. And you just learned from it. You learned not to say anything to that person, or, what kind of person that they really are. But if you enter into a debate that can be strung out, and it could be posted in other places and reposted and sent to friends, and then everybody's going to be into it, and the situation's going to last a lot longer. Please, please know that somebody that writes hateful things or says awful stuff is hiding behind whatever medium they're using. If they really had guts, if they really, really thought it and wanted to enter into some kind of a conversation, they would say it to your face. So please, please try to let it roll off your back and let it go and learn from it for the future.